Do you often find yourself setting goals only to abandon them shortly after? Or perhaps you struggle to break free from a bad habit that holds you back? If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you that the key to overcoming these challenges lies within you, in the power of your own will? In this video, we will explore ancient Buddhist wisdom to discover practical techniques for strengthening your willpower. Lesson 1. Set clear and achievable goals. Setting clear and attainable goals is crucial for boosting your willpower because it gives you direction and purpose. Without a clear goal, the mind can wander and energy can be wasted on things that don't serve you. Your goals should align with your deepest values and aspirations, helping you to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Achievable goals provide a sense of progress and build confidence, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your willpower. This approach is in harmony with the Buddhist principle of the middle way, which advocates for balance and avoiding extremes of self-indulgence or self-mortification. Start by reflecting on your values and what is important to you. This self-reflection will help you set goals that are both clear and meaningful. Break your goals down into manageable steps, which will not only make them less daunting, but also provide a clear path to follow. As you go about your daily life, keep your goals in mind and remind yourself of them. Visualization techniques can be particularly useful here. Imagine yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the positive emotions that come with success. This mental imagery can help you stay determined and on track. Remember that reaching your goals may take time, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. When challenges arise, maintain a positive attitude and keep your long-term objectives in focus. This resilience is a sign of growing willpower. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your goals is also vital. As you grow and evolve, your goals may need to change to align with your new needs and desires. This ongoing process of reflection and adjustment keeps your goals fresh and inspiring. By setting clear and achievable goals, you lay the foundation for building your willpower. This practice not only guides your decisions, but also gives you a sense of purpose and satisfaction. In Buddhism, having a clear sense of purpose is essential for living a mindful and intentional life, which leads to greater spiritual growth and well-being over time. Lesson 2. Practice delayed gratification. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of delayed gratification as a powerful way to develop self-discipline and willpower. Practicing delayed gratification means resisting the temptation for immediate rewards in favor of greater, long-term benefits. This practice is a cornerstone of many Buddhist practices, such as meditation and ethical living. Buddhism teaches that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external possessions or pleasures. Delayed gratification helps you internalize this lesson by training your mind to focus on long-term well-being rather than short-term desires. The Four Noble Truths, a fundamental teaching in Buddhism, address this concept by explaining the nature of suffering and how to overcome it. The second noble truth states that suffering arises from cravings and attachments. By practicing delayed gratification, you learn to manage these urges, ultimately leading to greater happiness and peace. To begin practicing delayed gratification, identify the areas of your life where you are most tempted by immediate pleasures. This could be related to your eating habits, spending patterns, or how you use your time. Once you've identified these areas, make a conscious effort to delay gratification. For example, if you often reach for a snack when you're not hungry, try setting a timer and waiting an hour before indulging. During this time, be mindful of your urges and observe them without acting on them. Meditation is an invaluable tool in this practice. Regular meditation increases your awareness of your thoughts and impulses, giving you the space to choose whether or not to act on them. Over time, this practice strengthens your willpower and diminishes the pull of immediate gratification. Another important aspect is to keep the long-term benefits of delayed gratification in mind. Consider how resisting a short-term desire contributes to your overall well-being and aligns with your long-term goals. This mindset reinforces your commitment to the practice and helps you stay motivated. By training your mind to value long-term benefits habits over short-term pleasures, you build inner strength and resilience. This practice not only strengthens your willpower, but also deepens your understanding of where true, lasting happiness comes from. Lesson 3. Limit temptations. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of creating an environment that supports your spiritual and personal growth. This principle can be applied to managing temptations that might derail your progress and weaken your determination. As part of the Noble Eightfold Path, the Buddhist concept of wise effort encourages cultivating wholesome mental states and avoiding unwholesome ones. By minimizing temptations, you practice wise effort, making it easier to achieve your goals and aspirations. Start by identifying the things that tempt you and distract you from your goals. This could be anything from unhealthy foods to digital distractions like social media. Once you've identified these temptations, develop strategies to avoid them as much as possible. This might mean removing junk food from your home, limiting screen time, or avoiding situations where temptations are likely to arise. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for this practice. By being aware of the triggers that lead to temptation, you can anticipate and prepare for them, reducing their power over you. For example, if stress leads you to overeat, you can develop healthier coping mechanisms, such as deep breathing exercises or taking a walk. It's also essential to focus on healthy alternatives rather than solely on what you're trying to avoid. Find habits and activities that are both enjoyable and beneficial. This shift in focus makes the process of resisting temptation easier and more enjoyable. In Buddhism, this approach aligns with the practice of sila, or moral conduct. By adhering to ethical guidelines, such as avoiding harmful speech or actions, you naturally resist temptations that lead to negative behavior. This moral framework strengthens your willpower by providing clear guidance on how to act. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who share your values and goals can also make it easier to resist temptation. In Buddhism, this kind of community support is known as the Sangha, and it provides encouragement and accountability that helps you stay on your path. By intentionally reducing temptations, you create an environment that nurtures your growth and strengthens your willpower. This practice not only helps you stay focused on your goals, but also enhances your self-awareness and discipline, which are vital for both spiritual and personal development. Lesson 4. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are central practices in Buddhism and can significantly enhance your willpower in any situation. These techniques increase your awareness of the present moment, allowing you to observe your emotions, thoughts, and urges without immediately acting on them. Mindfulness involves paying full attention to whatever you are doing, whether it's working, eating, or walking. This means being fully engaged in the present moment without letting your mind wander or becoming preoccupied with past or future concerns. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your emotions and automatic responses, giving you the freedom to choose your actions deliberately. To start incorporating mindfulness into your daily life, begin with simple exercises like focusing on your breath for a few minutes each day. As you sit quietly, pay attention to the sensation of your breath as it moves in and out. Whenever your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This practice trains your mind to stay present and focused, making it easier to resist temptations and distractions. Meditation is a more structured form of mindfulness that involves sustained attention over longer periods. In Buddhism, various forms of meditation, such as Vipassana, insight meditation, and Metta, loving-kindness meditation, are practiced to develop concentration and understanding. Regular meditation helps you maintain focus and clarity, even in challenging situations. As you meditate, you learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to recognize patterns and impulses that may not serve you. This non-reactive awareness gives you the power to change unhelpful behaviors. Equanimity, a state of mental calm and balance, is another crucial outcome of mindfulness and meditation practice. Equanimity helps you maintain composure in the face of challenges or temptations, further strengthening your willpower. Mindfulness and meditation can be practiced in many forms, not just during formal meditation sessions. By giving your full attention to whatever you're doing, whether it's eating, walking, or conversing, you cultivate presence and reduce your desire for instant gratification or distractions. In Buddhism, these practices are not just about self-control. They are about gaining deeper insight into the nature of the mind and emotions. This deeper understanding leads to greater wisdom and compassion, benefiting your overall well-being and spiritual growth. By integrating mindfulness and meditation into your daily life, you can significantly enhance your willpower. These practices help you stay on track with your goals while deepening your understanding of yourself and your place in the world. The inner stability you cultivate through mindfulness and meditation makes it easier to stay focused and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Lesson 5. Cultivate healthy habits. Building healthy habits is essential for a fulfilling life and personal growth. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of cultivating wholesome actions and thoughts for overall well-being. By developing healthy habits, you can build strong willpower that supports you in achieving your goals and aspirations. Begin by identifying habits that align with your values and long-term goals, such as a healthy diet, regular exercise, or daily mindfulness practices. Consider the best ways to introduce these changes into your life and make small, consistent adjustments over time. Consistency is key, as repeating an action regularly turns it into a habit. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate your progress along the way. This approach keeps you motivated and reinforces your willpower. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in forming healthy habits by helping you become more aware of your choices and how they align with your goals. Being fully present in each moment allows you to make conscious decisions rather than following automatic or unhelpful patterns. For example, if you aim to eat healthier, practice mindfulness during meals by savoring each bite and paying attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues. Patience is also vital in building healthy habits. Buddhism teaches that lasting change takes time and effort, and it's important to be patient with yourself as you work toward your goals. Avoid seeking quick fixes or shortcuts, as they often lead to temporary results or even setbacks. Instead, focus on steady, incremental progress that leads to lasting change. It's important to recognize that setbacks are a natural part of the process. When they occur, view them as opportunities for learning rather than as failures. Reflect on what caused the setback and how you can address it going forward. This mindset helps you maintain your motivation and resilience. Incorporating support from others can also make a big difference in forming healthy habits. Surround yourself with people who share your values and goals and who can encourage and support you on your journey. In Buddhism, the concept of Sangha, or spiritual community, is vital for maintaining motivation and accountability. Finally, remember that the journey of cultivating healthy habits is an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, your habits may need to change to align with your new goals and values. Regularly review and adjust your habits to ensure they continue to support your well-being and aspirations. By cultivating healthy habits, you create a strong foundation for willpower and self-discipline. These habits not only support your personal growth, but also contribute to a balanced and fulfilling life. Strengthening your willpower is a transformative journey that can lead to profound personal and spiritual growth. By incorporating these Buddhist teachings into your daily life, you can build the inner strength and resilience needed to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. Remember that this is a gradual process, and patience and persistence are key. With time, effort, and dedication, you can cultivate the willpower needed to live a more intentional, fulfilling life.
Have you ever wondered how some people remain calm and composed no matter what life throws at them? Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges? Do you wish you could stay unshaken, no matter what comes your way? Imagine living a life where nothing disturbs your peace, where insults, challenges, or the chaos around you have no effect on your inner tranquility. How powerful would that be? As Buddha said, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Today, we unveil 10 hidden spiritual laws from Buddhist wisdom that can transform your life and make you unshakable. 1. The law of divine oneness. This law teaches us that everything in the universe is deeply interconnected. Every thought we have, every action we take, and every event that occurs is linked to everything else in the universe. Imagine a vast, intricate web where each strand represents a part of life, your thoughts, actions, and experiences. When you tug on one strand, it affects the entire web. By recognizing this unity, we become more aware of how our actions and thoughts can impact not just our own lives, but also the lives of others and the world around us. Understanding the law of divine oneness helps us see our role in the grand tapestry of existence, making us more mindful of our decisions and encouraging us to act with compassion and responsibility. 2. The law of cause and effect, or karma. This law states that every action we take generates a reaction or consequence. It's like throwing a stone into a pond. The ripples spread out and affect everything in their path. When we perform positive actions, we create positive outcomes, and when we perform negative actions, we create negative outcomes. By understanding this law, we realize that we are the architects of our own destiny. As Buddha said, what we think, we become. By cultivating good thoughts and actions, we can shape our lives in a positive direction and contribute to the well-being of those around us. 3. The law of change. This law emphasizes that everything in life is constantly changing and evolving. Nothing remains the same forever. From the seasons of the year to the stages of our lives, embracing this truth allows us to adapt and grow rather than resist and suffer. Imagine a river flowing continuously. It never stays in one place. Similarly, our lives are in a state of constant flux. By accepting change, we can let go of our attachment to the past and our fears about the future. As Buddha said, nothing is permanent. Everything is subject to change. This understanding helps us navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience, finding peace in the present moment. 4. The law of attraction. This law suggests that the energy we emit through our thoughts and emotions attracts similar energy back to us. If we focus on positive thoughts and feelings, we draw positive experiences and opportunities into our lives. Conversely, if we dwell on negativity, we attract negative outcomes. It's like a magnet. What we focus on is what we attract. By being mindful of our thoughts and cultivating a positive mindset, we can shape our reality in a beneficial way. As Buddha taught, what you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you become. This law encourages us to harness the power of positive thinking to transform our lives for the better. Visualize your goals and dreams clearly and with conviction, and take consistent steps toward them. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your deepest desires, you set the stage for them to manifest in your reality. Remember, the universe responds to the energy you project, so make sure it's one of hope, joy, and determination. 5. The law of vibration. This law states that everything in the universe is in constant motion and emits a specific frequency or vibration. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions all have their own vibrations. Higher vibrations, associated with positive thoughts and emotions, attract other high vibration experiences and people, while lower vibrations attract negativity. By raising our vibrational frequency through practices like meditation, gratitude, and positive affirmations, we can align ourselves with higher states of being. As Buddha taught, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. By maintaining a high vibration, we attract abundance, love, and peace into our lives. Surround yourself with positive influences. Engage in activities that uplift your spirit, and be mindful of your inner dialogue. The more you elevate your vibration, the more you resonate with the positive energies of the universe. This alignment brings harmony and fulfillment into your life, enabling you to navigate challenges with grace and ease. 6. The law of inspired action. While thoughts and intentions are powerful, they must be accompanied by action to bring about real change. This law teaches us that it's not enough to simply wish for something. We must also take steps towards achieving it. Inspired action comes from a place of inner guidance and alignment with our true desires. It's about listening to our intuition and taking mindful, purposeful steps toward our goals. As Buddha said, an idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. By combining intention with action, we bridge the gap between our dreams and reality. This law encourages us to move beyond mere daydreaming and to actively pursue our aspirations with dedication and perseverance. Trust your inner wisdom, act on your inspired ideas, and remain open to the opportunities that the universe presents. Remember, the universe supports those who take proactive steps towards their goals, creating a dynamic flow of energy that propels us forward. 7. The law of balance. This law emphasizes the importance of maintaining harmony and equilibrium in all aspects of our lives. Life is a delicate dance of opposites, such as work and rest, giving and receiving, and activity and stillness. By balancing our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we create a sense of stability and well-being. Buddha taught to enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. Achieving balance means managing our inner world as well as our outer circumstances. It's about finding a middle path, avoiding extremes, and practicing moderation. Cultivating balance allows us to handle life's ups and downs with grace, reducing stress and fostering inner peace. By aligning our lives with this law, we become more centered and resilient, better equipped to face challenges and appreciate moments of tranquility. Remember, a balanced life is a harmonious life, where all parts work together in unity. Start by evaluating areas of your life that might be out of balance, and make conscious adjustments to restore equilibrium. 8. The law of love. This law teaches us that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It transcends all boundaries and connects us deeply with others and ourselves. Love is the highest vibration, and when we embody love in our thoughts, words, and actions, we transform our lives and the world around us. As Buddha said, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. By practicing unconditional love and compassion, we can heal wounds, build strong relationships, and create a more peaceful and harmonious world. Love starts with self-love, recognizing our own worth and treating ourselves with kindness and respect. When we live from a place of love, we attract more love into our lives. This law encourages us to let go of fear, anger, and resentment, and to embrace forgiveness and understanding. By doing so, we elevate our vibration and spread positive energy. Remember, love is not just an emotion, but a state of being that influences every aspect of our lives. Make love the foundation of your actions and decisions, and watch as your life transforms. Embrace love in every moment and let it guide you toward a more fulfilling and joyful existence. 9. The law of acceptance. This law is about embracing life as it is, without resistance or judgment. Acceptance means recognizing and allowing things to be as they are, whether they are pleasant or unpleasant. It is not about resignation or passivity, but about acknowledging reality and finding peace within it. Buddha taught, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. This wisdom encourages us to stop fighting against the current of life and instead flow with it. When we resist what is happening, we create suffering for ourselves. Acceptance, on the other hand, brings a sense of inner calm and serenity. It allows us to deal with life's challenges more effectively because we are not wasting energy on denial or resistance. Acceptance also extends to accepting ourselves and others. We all have flaws and imperfections, and recognizing this is crucial for inner peace. Self-acceptance means loving ourselves despite our mistakes and shortcomings. It means treating ourselves with the same kindness and compassion that we would offer to a dear friend. Accepting others as they are fosters harmonious relationships. When we let go of unrealistic expectations and judgments, we create a space for genuine connection and understanding. This does not mean we tolerate harmful behavior, but rather we approach others with empathy and a willingness to see their perspective. Acceptance helps us to let go of control. Many times, we try to control outcomes and people around us, leading to frustration and stress. By accepting that some things are beyond our control, we can focus our energy on what we can change, our reactions and attitudes. Practicing acceptance can be challenging, especially when faced with difficult situations or people. However, mindfulness and meditation can help cultivate this attitude. By staying present and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we learn to accept them and let them pass. This practice gradually builds our capacity for acceptance in all areas of life. Acceptance also involves acknowledging the transient nature of life. Everything is temporary, and change is the only constant. By accepting this truth, we learn to appreciate the present moment and the beauty it holds, knowing that it will not last forever. In relationships, acceptance fosters trust and understanding. When we accept our loved ones as they are, without trying to change them, we create a safe space for them to be themselves. This strengthens the bond between us and deepens our connection. Acceptance is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice. Life will always present us with new challenges and situations that test our ability to accept. However, each time we choose acceptance, we strengthen our inner peace and resilience. In the end, acceptance is about finding harmony within ourselves and with the world around us. It is about letting go of resistance and embracing life as it unfolds, with all its ups and downs. By practicing acceptance, we open ourselves to greater joy, peace, and fulfillment. 10. The law of responsibility. This law teaches us that we are accountable for our thoughts, words, and actions. We are the creators of our own lives, and our reality is shaped by the choices we make. As Buddha said, "You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be." This wisdom empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and recognize that we are not victims of circumstance. We have the power to change our lives by changing our thoughts and actions. Taking responsibility means acknowledging our role in our current situation and understanding that we have the power to change it. It is about moving from a victim mindset to a mindset of empowerment. When we take responsibility for our lives, we reclaim our power and become the architects of our destiny. This law also encourages us to take responsibility for our impact on others in the world. Our actions have consequences, and by being mindful of this, we can choose to act in ways that are beneficial and positive. Responsibility also extends to our thoughts and emotions. We are responsible for the energy we bring into the world, and by cultivating positive thoughts and emotions, we contribute to a more harmonious and loving world. This law reminds us that we have the power to shape our reality and the reality of those around us. It encourages us to take ownership of our lives and to live with integrity, knowing that our actions matter. When we embrace responsibility, we step into our true power and potential. We become active participants in our lives rather than passive observers. This shift in perspective empowers us to create the life we desire and to make a positive impact on the world around us. Responsibility is not about blame or guilt, but about empowerment and choice. It is about recognizing that we have the ability to influence our lives and the world in meaningful ways. By taking responsibility, we align ourselves with the universal laws and open the door to greater fulfillment and success. In conclusion, the law of responsibility is a powerful reminder that we are in control of our destiny. It calls us to live with purpose and intention, knowing that our actions have a ripple effect on the world. By taking responsibility for our lives, we step into our power and create a life that is aligned with our highest potential.
In a world that frequently emphasizes kindness, sympathy, and understanding, the notion of not being gentle with everyone may seem counterintuitive. Nonetheless, Buddhism presents a profound perspective on this matter. Gautama Buddha, the enlightened sage who established Buddhism over 2 millennia ago, imparted invaluable wisdom that transcends mere politeness. His teachings delve deeply into the essence of human relationships, inner serenity, and spiritual growth. In this exploration, we will inspect the profound teachings of Gautama Buddha and understand why, at times, it is vital to go beyond gentleness and embrace a more nuanced approach to life. At the age of 29, Gautama embarked on a spiritual journey to seek answers to the fundamental questions of existence: why we suffer and how we can attain lasting happiness and inner peace. After years of intensive meditation and self-inquiry, he achieved enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. From that point on, he became the Buddha, the awakened one, and began sharing his insights with the world. Buddha's teachings revolve around the 4 Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. These fundamental principles form the foundation of Buddhism and offer profound guidance on how to navigate the complexities of human existence. The 4 Noble Truths are the cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, providing a clear framework for comprehending the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. Let's explore these truths and their relevance to the idea of not being gentle with everyone. The 4 Noble Truths. Number 1, the truth of suffering. Buddha's first noble truth acknowledges the existence of suffering in the world. He recognized that suffering is an inherent part of human life, encompassing physical pain, emotional turmoil, and the discontent that arises from constantly desiring more. While being gentle with everyone may temporarily alleviate some forms of suffering, it does not address the root causes of suffering. Gautama Buddha encourages us to confront suffering head-on, acknowledging its presence in our lives. By doing so, we gain clarity and insight into the nature of suffering, allowing us to find effective ways to transcend it. Number 2, the truth of the cause of suffering. The second noble. Truth identifies the cause of suffering as attachment and craving. It is human nature to seek pleasure and avoid pain, but our attachment to these desires leads to suffering. Being excessively gentle with everyone can be a manifestation of attachment and a desire for approval or validation. Buddha teaches us that letting go of attachment and craving is the path to liberation from suffering. This does not mean becoming emotionally detached, but rather developing a balanced and compassionate attitude towards others. Number 3, the truth of the cessation of suffering. The third noble truth offers hope by asserting that the cessation of suffering is attainable. It is possible to overcome suffering by eliminating its root causes, attachment and craving. When we cease clinging to external validation or the need to please everyone, we free ourselves from the cycle of suffering. Number 4, the truth of the path to the cessation of suffering. The fourth noble. Truth outlines the Eightfold Path, which is the path to liberation from suffering. This path encompasses ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. While being gentle with everyone might seem like a virtuous quality, the Eightfold Path encourages us to cultivate discernment and wisdom in our interactions. The Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path consists of 8 interconnected principles: right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. The middle way, often associated with Buddhism, is the principle of finding balance and avoiding extremes. In the context of not being gentle with everyone, the middle way encourages us to strike a balance between compassion and discernment. Gautama Buddha himself exemplified the middle way throughout his life. Before his enlightenment, he had lived an indulgent life as a prince, and then experimented with extreme asceticism. Neither extreme brought him the answers he sought. It was only when he found the balance of the middle way that he attained enlightenment. In our interactions with others, the middle way suggests that we should neither be excessively gentle, enabling harmful behavior, nor excessively harsh, causing unnecessary suffering. Instead, we should approach each situation with discernment, understanding when to be compassionate and when to set boundaries. Compassion versus enabling. One of the key concerns when it comes to not being gentle with everyone is the distinction between compassion and enabling. Buddhism teaches us that true compassion is not about enabling harmful behavior or sacrificing our well-being for the sake of others. True compassion involves a deep understanding of the causes of suffering and a commitment to alleviating that suffering through skillful means. The Parable of the Raft. The Parable of the Raft beautifully illustrates the concept of not being gentle with everyone when appropriate. This parable the very nature of Buddhist teachings and the importance of letting go when they have served their purpose. In the parable, a traveler crosses a vast river with a makeshift raft constructed to get to the other side. After reaching the other shore safely, the traveler leaves the raft behind, understanding that it served helping him cross the river. The lesson of the Parable of the Raft teaches us that Buddhist teachings, like the raft, are meant to be tools for crossing the river of suffering and ignorance. They are not meant to be clung to indefinitely. In the same way, our approach to not being gentle with everyone should be adaptive and context-dependent. Sometimes being gentle and compassionate is like the raft, helping others navigate their difficulties. However, there are situations where holding on to excessive gentleness becomes a hindrance. In such cases, we must let go of our gentleness and adopt a more discerning approach to guide ourselves and others toward liberation from suffering. The middle path in action. Number 1, setting boundaries. One common area where the middle path is crucial is in setting boundaries. While it is important to be compassionate and accommodating, it is equally important to establish clear boundaries to protect our well-being and maintain healthy relationships. In Buddhism, setting boundaries is not seen as a lack of compassion, but as an act of self-care and wisdom. Number 2, dealing with harmful behavior. When faced with harmful behavior from others, the middle path encourages us to respond with wisdom and compassion. This may involve addressing the behavior directly, offering support for positive change, or seeking professional help when necessary. It is essential to avoid unnecessary harshness and refrain from enabling harmful actions. Number 3, navigating conflicts. Conflicts are a natural part of human interactions. The middle path teaches us not to avoid conflicts or suppress our feelings, but to address them with skillful means. This means approaching conflicts with mindfulness, active listening, and a willingness to understand the perspectives of others. Instead of being excessively gentle and avoiding conflicts to maintain superficial harmony, the middle path encourages us to engage in constructive dialogue and seek resolutions that promote genuine harmony and understanding. The Parable of the Mustard Seed. The Parable of the Mustard Seed revolves around a grieving mother who has lost her child. Overwhelmed by grief, she seeks out the Buddha for help. The Buddha agrees to help her, but with a condition. She must bring him a mustard seed from a household that has not experienced death. Eager to relieve her grief, the mother embarks on her quest, visiting numerous households. However, she soon realizes that every home has experienced death, and there is no mustard seed to be found. She returns to the Buddha with a newfound understanding of the universality of suffering. The lesson of the Parable of the Mustard Seed teaches us that suffering is an intrinsic part of human existence. Everyone experiences loss, pain, and sorrow at some point in their lives. In the context of not being gentle with everyone, this parable reminds us that gentleness alone cannot eradicate suffering. Gentleness may provide temporary comfort, but it does not address the deeper existential questions and challenges that all individuals face. Instead, the transformative power of wisdom and understanding, as exemplified by Buddhist teachings, offers a more profound and lasting solution to the human condition. The art of skillful means. Buddhism recognizes the importance of skillful means in guiding others toward enlightenment. Skillful means involve using appropriate methods and strategies based on the unique needs and conditions of individuals. In the context of not being gentle with everyone, skillful means are essential for effective communication and compassionate guidance. Number 1, tailoring compassion. Not being gentle with everyone does not mean being consistently rigid or uncompassionate. Instead, it requires a nuanced understanding of each person's situation and needs. Skillful means enable us to tailor our approach to offer the right balance of support, guidance, and boundaries. Number 2, recognizing individual differences. Each person is unique, and their paths to happiness and well-being differ. While some may benefit from a gentle and compassionate approach, others may require more direct and assertive guidance. Skillful means recognize these individual differences and adapt our interactions accordingly. Number 3, empathy and active listening. Skillful means also involve active listening and empathy. By deeply understanding the experiences and emotions of others, we can respond with greater wisdom and compassion. This approach allows us to offer meaningful support and guidance without compromising our well-being. Embracing impermanence. Impermanence is one of the fundamental truths in Buddhism. It teaches us that all things, including our emotions and relationships, are subject to change and transience. Understanding impermanence is essential in the context of not being gentle with everyone. Number 1, the impermanence of emotions. Our emotions are ever-changing, often influenced by external circumstances. Being excessively gentle or harsh in response to our emotions can lead to instability in our relationships. Recognizing the impermanence of emotions allows us to respond with equanimity and wisdom. Number 2, the impermanence of relationships. Even the closest relationships in our lives are impermanent. People change, circumstances change, and relationships evolve. Understanding impermanence allows us to appreciate the beauty of each moment while also being prepared for the inevitable changes that life brings. Number 3, letting go. Impermanence teaches us the art of letting go. It reminds us that clinging to rigid notions of being gentle with everyone is futile. Instead, we can approach our relationships and interactions with a sense of openness and adaptability, allowing them to naturally evolve and transform. Mindfulness and self-compassion. Mindfulness is a central practice in Buddhism, involving cultivating awareness of the present moment without judgment. Mindfulness and self-compassion become our allies in the journey of not being gentle with everyone. Number 1, self-compassion. Mindfulness encourages us to extend compassion to ourselves. In the quest to not be excessively gentle, we must remember that self-care and self-compassion are essential. Being mindful of our own needs and emotions allows us to maintain inner balance and avoid burnout. Number 2, non-judgmental awareness. Mindfulness also teaches us non-judgmental awareness of our thoughts and emotions. When we encounter challenging situations or difficult people, mindfulness enables us to observe our reactions without immediately reacting. This pause allows us to respond with greater wisdom and discernment. Cultivating equanimity. Equanimity is one of the Brahma Viharas, or divine abodes in Buddhism. It involves maintaining mental and emotional balance in the face of life's ups and downs. Cultivating equanimity is especially valuable when striving to not be gentle with everyone, as it helps us remain composed and compassionate in all circumstances. Let us remember that not being gentle with everyone is not a call for harshness or indifference. It is an invitation to embody true compassion, a compassion rooted in wisdom, understanding, and a deep desire for the well-being and liberation of all beings. As we embrace the middle way, we honor the timeless wisdom of Gautama Buddha and strive to bring greater peace and harmony into our lives and the world. In the end, It is the balance of gentleness and discernment that leads us to the true heart of compassion. A compassion that transcends fleeting emotions and brings lasting peace to ourselves and those around us. May we all walk this path with open hearts and enlightened minds. If you found inspiration in this story, support us by hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment below. And for more moments of motivation and tranquility, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Your engagement fuels our journey. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment with us.
Have you ever pondered the profound changes that occur when you cease seeking intimacy and instead turn your focus inward? In this video, we will delve into how Buddhist teachings illuminate the remarkable spiritual transformation that unfolds when you choose to step away from intimate desires and cultivate a deeper connection with both yourself and the divine. Lesson 1. Heightened self-awareness. When you decide to refrain from intimate activities, one of the first shifts you may experience is a significant increase in self-awareness. This heightened awareness goes beyond merely observing your thoughts and emotions. It involves a deep and insightful understanding of your motivations, desires, and the underlying roots of your feelings. In Buddhism, mindfulness is a key practice that fosters this level of self-awareness. By consciously choosing to avoid intimate activities, you eliminate distractions that might cloud your judgment and perception. This enhanced self-awareness allows you to see yourself with greater clarity, free from the distortions of desire. As you peel away these layers of distraction, you uncover deeper insights into your behavior patterns, emotional triggers, and the reasons behind your feelings. This process is akin to peeling away layers of an onion, with each layer bringing you closer to your true self. As you develop a profound understanding of your inner world, you gain awareness of your strengths, weaknesses, and the areas in your life that need growth. This self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal development and spiritual growth, enabling you to make more conscious decisions, align your actions with your values, and live a more authentic life. Additionally, this awareness helps you recognize the impermanent nature of emotions and desires, a central concept in Buddhism, which aids in detaching from fleeting pleasures and focusing on what truly matters in your spiritual journey. Lesson 2. Increased inner peace. Another significant outcome of abstaining from intimate activities is a notable increase in inner peace. Constantly seeking external validation and pleasure can trap you in a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction, leading to inner turmoil as you grapple with balancing your needs and desires with the realities of life. Buddhism teaches that true peace originates from within, rather than from external sources. By stepping away from intimate relationships, you liberate yourself from the emotional highs and lows that often accompany them. This doesn't mean that you stop experiencing emotions, rather it means you cease being controlled by them. Without the distractions of intimacy, you can concentrate more on cultivating a sense of calm and tranquility that is not dependent on external circumstances. Inner peace involves accepting yourself and your life as they are, finding contentment in the present moment, which is central to Buddhist teachings. When you are not driven by the need for intimacy, you can fully engage in practices such as meditation and mindfulness, which further enhance your sense of peace. This increased inner peace also fosters resilience in the face of life's challenges, allowing you to maintain equilibrium and navigate difficulties with grace and wisdom. Lesson 3. Strengthened willpower. Choosing to abstain from intimate activities requires a considerable amount of willpower. While this decision may initially seem like a personal sacrifice, it actually presents an opportunity to fortify your resolve and discipline. In Buddhism, willpower is closely linked to the practice of right effort, one of the steps on the Noble Eightfold Path. Right effort involves cultivating positive qualities and abandoning negative ones, a process that demands significant inner strength. By exercising control over your desires and resisting impulses, you strengthen your willpower, which enhances your ability to resist other temptations and distractions in life. This growing willpower aids you in adhering to your spiritual practices, pursuing your goals, and living in accordance with your values. Strengthening your willpower also leads to greater self-respect and confidence as you prove to yourself that you can overcome desire and temptation. This empowerment is about mastering your own mind and actions, rather than exerting control over others. It involves becoming the architect of your own life, rather than being driven by transient desires. Willpower becomes an essential asset for spiritual growth, helping you face the challenges and distractions on the path to enlightenment with courage and determination. Lesson 4. Purification of energy. A more subtle yet profound effect of abstaining from intimate activities is the purification of your energy. Buddhism views everything as interconnected, and the energy flowing through your body is no exception. Intimate relationships often involve an exchange of energy that can either uplift or weigh you down, depending on the nature of the connection. By stepping away from these relationships, you allow your energy to settle and purify. This purification process is akin to a stream clearing up when sediment is allowed to settle. Without the constant exchange of energy from intimacy, your own energy becomes more refined, focused, and aligned with your higher self. Purified energy enhances your ability to connect with your inner world and the divine. It allows you to engage more deeply in spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, or mindfulness, without the distractions of unbalanced or impure energy. You become more attuned to the subtle energies within and around you, leading to a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the universe. This purification of energy also contributes to improved physical and mental health, as clear and balanced energy supports overall vitality, mental clarity, and well-being. Lesson 5. Deeper spiritual connections. As you distance yourself from the distractions of intimate relationships, you open yourself to deeper spiritual connections. These connections extend beyond relationships with others, encompassing your bond with the universe, the divine, and your inner self. Buddhism teaches that true fulfillment arises from spiritual, rather than material connections. Without the emotional and physical demands of intimacy, you have more time and energy to devote to your spiritual practices, allowing for a deeper connection with Buddhist teachings, your inner wisdom, and the divine presence that pervades all existence. This deeper connection fosters a sense of oneness with all that is, a realization central to Buddhist spirituality. It also brings a greater understanding of your own purpose and path in life. By focusing on what truly matters, your spiritual growth and contribution to the world, you gain a sense of peace and fulfillment that surpasses the temporary pleasures of intimate relationships. Furthermore, when your own spiritual cup is full, you are able to give more freely and unconditionally to others, enriching your relationships with love, compassion, and wisdom. Thus, deeper spiritual connections not only enhance your own life, but also positively impact those around you. Lesson 6. Enhanced focus on spiritual goals. When you abstain from intimate relationships, your focus naturally shifts toward your spiritual goals. This shift is a fundamental aspect of the Buddhist path, which encourages prioritizing spiritual development over worldly pleasures. With fewer distractions, you can dedicate more time and energy to spiritual practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and study. This enhanced focus leads to more rapid progress on the path to enlightenment. Without the constant pull of desire and attachment, your mind becomes more stable and concentrated, which is crucial for deepening your meditation practice, gaining insights, and experiencing the profound peace associated with spiritual awakening. This shift in focus also promotes intentional living. When you are not preoccupied with intimacy, you align your actions more closely with your spiritual values, becoming more aware of how your choices impact your spiritual growth and the well-being of others. Intentional living, a key aspect of right mindfulness, involves being fully present and aware in each moment. This focused approach brings a sense of fulfillment that transcends the temporary satisfaction of intimate relationships, providing lasting peace and happiness that aligns with your true self and purpose. Lesson 7. Increased creativity and inspiration. One unexpected benefit of refraining from intimate activities is an increase in creativity and inspiration. When your mind is not consumed by the pursuit of desires, it becomes free to explore new ideas and possibilities. This creative energy can be channeled into various aspects of your life, from artistic endeavors to problem-solving and innovation. In Buddhism, creativity is viewed as a natural expression of the mind's true nature. When free from distractions and desires, the mind becomes a fertile ground for creative inspiration. You may find yourself with more ideas, greater clarity of thought, and a deeper connection to your creative potential. This creativity is not solely about producing art or solving problems, but about expressing your true self and sharing your unique gifts with the world. Increased creativity also brings a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. Engaging in creative activities places you in a state of flow, where you are fully immersed in the present moment, a state closely related to the Buddhist concept of mindfulness. As you explore new ideas and perspectives, you gain deeper insights into Buddhist teachings and your spiritual journey, enriching your spiritual life and bringing you closer to enlightenment. Lesson 8: Spiritual Purity. Spiritual purity is a highly valued concept in Buddhism, involving the cleansing of your mind, body, and spirit of impurities that may obstruct your spiritual growth. Abstaining from intimate activities represent a significant step toward achieving spiritual purity. This is not a matter of moral judgment, but of creating a space within yourself where spiritual growth can flourish. In Buddhism, spiritual purity is linked to the practice of right conduct, which involves living in harmony with your spiritual values. By choosing to abstain from intimacy, you practice self-discipline and self-control, essential components of spiritual purity. This decision reflects a conscious choice to focus on spiritual development rather than satisfying transient desires. Spiritual purity also involves purifying your thoughts and intentions. Without the distraction of intimate desires, you can concentrate on cultivating positive qualities such as compassion, kindness, and wisdom, key elements of spiritual growth and central to the Buddhist path. Achieving spiritual purity deepens your connection with the divine, aligning your mind and body with the subtle energies of the universe and fostering a sense of oneness with all existence, which is the ultimate goal of the Buddhist path, leading to enlightenment and liberation from suffering. Lesson 9: Greater emotional stability. Emotional stability is another significant benefit of abstaining from intimate activities. While intimate relationships can be fulfilling, they also often introduce emotional turbulence through the highs and lows of desire, attachment, and love. By stepping away from these relationships, you create a space for emotional equilibrium. Buddhism teaches that emotional stability arises from detachment and non-attachment. This does not mean ceasing to care or feel, but rather not being controlled by your emotions. Without the constant search for fulfillment through intimate relationships, you become more resilient, able to experience emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Maintaining inner calm and balance becomes more achievable, leading to healthier relationships characterized by compassion and understanding rather than fear, anger, or insecurity. Emotional stability supports your spiritual growth by allowing you to focus on your practices and goals without being distracted by emotional fluctuations. This stability is essential for maintaining a steady course on your spiritual journey, contributing to greater peace, happiness, and fulfillment. Lesson 10: Deeper connection with the divine. One of the most profound benefits of abstaining from intimate activities is a deeper connection with the divine. In Buddhism, the divine is not seen as a separate entity, but as the ultimate reality underlying all existence. This divine presence can be experienced directly through meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual practices. By shifting your focus away from intimate relationships, you open yourself to a deeper connection with this divine presence. Your mind becomes quieter, your heart more open, and your spirit more attuned to the subtle energies of the universe. This connection fosters a sense of oneness with all that is, a realization central to Buddhist spirituality. It also imbues your life with a greater sense of purpose and meaning as you understand your role in the larger cosmic plan. This awareness brings a peace and fulfillment that transcends the temporary pleasures of intimate relationships. Furthermore, this deeper connection with the divine enhances your relationships with others. When you are in tune with the divine, you are better able to recognize the divine presence in others, leading to greater compassion, love, and understanding in your interactions. This recognition creates a ripple effect of positive energy in the world. By choosing to abstain from intimate activities, you embark on a profound spiritual journey that offers heightened self-awareness, increased inner peace, strengthened willpower, purified energy, deeper spiritual connections, enhanced focus on spiritual goals, increased creativity and inspiration, spiritual purity, greater emotional stability, and a deeper connection with the divine. Each of these lessons represents a step toward enlightenment, guiding you closer to the ultimate goal of spiritual liberation and lasting happiness.